So what we're getting ready to do here, Pat, is we're gonna put soybeans in the drill. And these are untreated soybeans, which means they're clean and they have no inoculant, no insecticide. They are, you could say, naked beans. They have nothing on them. So beans need some type of inoculant to create the nodules to create its nitrogen. Soybeans are unique because they can create their own nitrogen. And then that way they are a little more self-efficient. You don't have to add nitrogen like we do corn. And so this is the inoculant powder that we put on the beans, and all it takes is a little speck of it, and then that gets put in with the seed in the ground, which then makes the inoculant the biology to create that nodules for the roots to grow. You guys want to get a lick in? So when you buy them treated, they have inoculant on it, they have an insecticide on it, and then there's this biology that helps the plant survive or make roots better because of the biology that's on there. And those are things we've learned to do the beans to make them grow and yield better. I only use treated at the beginning of the season. Once we get past the 10th of May, I use untreated. I find that the ground starts to warm up and they come out of the ground much easier, where they'll sit in the ground for 2, 3, up to 4 weeks before they come out of the ground. So that all helps that bean survive in that cold environment of the soil. I'm debating if I should fill it full or we should just go with that and see where we're at. Got a 5 acre, almost a 6 acre field, and then I got 2 acres left on a 13 acre field to finish. And then we got another 5 acres to go. And then we'll come back and reload. And then we've got 65 acres to do. And then another 12 at another place. And then another 32 at another place. So we do a lot of driving around to get to these fields. All right, so here we are in about a 6 acre field, just shy of that. And we're gonna be planting soybeans with an air drill. And I've got only the back gang, which is 15-inch spacing, that is gonna go down and plant 15-inch spacing. We're 30 feet wide. And I've got this set with the gearbox here. We've got it set to put down about 140,000 seeds per acre, or about a bag, because that's what comes in a bag, is 140,000. We showed how we were filling the tank there, and then through this transmission, there are wheels up in front that kind of shovel it out slowly with wheels, the seed, and then it blows it out to the row through these hoses, and each hose has a sensor on it. So I know when one plugs up, and then it blows it down into where the boot puts it down where the disc cuts it open and sets it about 1.5 inches is where I got it set at, 1.5 inches to 1 3/4 inches. And then once the seed comes out into that trench, this little rubber wheel pushes the seed down so it stays at the bottom of the trench. And then this wheel here presses the soil so it's over the seed. and that way you have good seed to soil contact for it to germ. And so that's what we're in the process of doing here. I've got it set right at 2, and that makes the disc go deeper into the ground. This wheel here is your depth wheel. So that's what we're adjusting our depth for the seed. So because I'm no-till and because there's residue here on the ground, not so much here because this was soybeans last year, but when we go into a corn stalk field, which was corn last year, there's that much or so of residue. So we need to go 2 inches to make sure that we've got it at least 1 inch in the ground because of all that residue. Now this will I probably could shallow it up because there's not as much corn stalks, but I'm gonna leave it there just for simple reason. I've got it down. This was soybeans last year, and then I came in with the drill that we've got right now, and I planted winter rye. And so that helps keep the weeds down and the soil where it belongs. It also feeds the biology in the soil. And then we'll plant into this. I won't kill this for another 2, maybe even 3 weeks. We'll see how the weather goes. And that'll continue to grow and help shade the weeds from coming. And it's also green manure because after I kill it off, that'll deteriorate, and then that'll be nutrients for the soybeans later on this season. Maybe I need to move it up. Here's the shell of the soybean. At least the ground's starting to warm up. See how it just crumbles? That's really nice. There's one. There's another one. That's better. Now this row here is pretty decent. I found every inch I found one. Will be